Nugent here at Hot Yoga Peterborough Wellness Institute, and I'm going to take you through a sequence to help alleviate some of the low back issues you might be having, which I think a lot of us do over the course of our life, and also to help strengthen that area as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting on your knees. Standing up on the knees, have them hip-width distance apart, and the feet hip-width distance apart behind you as well. On the inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, send your sit bones back towards your heels, arms sweep behind you, and relax the forehead to or towards the floor. Inhale, reach back up. Keep the core very strong as you do this. And exhale. Navel drawing towards the spine. Pelvic floor pulls up as well, and relaxing forward. Inhale, reach up. And exhale for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a brief hold. Inhale, reach back up. Our inhale will be about to a 5 count here. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing towards the earth. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing. And inhale, reach up. Keeping a pretty consistent inhale to that 5 count. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe, hold, inhale. And last one, do as best you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And soften. Reach the arms out in front of you. Take the knees nice and wide, the toes touching, forehead to the earth, and start to gently press into the floor. Encourage your hips back towards your heels, lengthening the back. Wonderful for releasing that low back, and then just allow the arms to soften. Find an equal part breath now. Inhaling and exhaling for the same count. And if you find it's a little off for you, you have more of an inhale or exhale, have a count of 5 or 4 in the mind as you breathe. And take one more breath here. And then walking your way up into a tabletop pose. Bring the knees directly under your hips and shoulders over the wrists. Spread the fingers nice and wide, tucking your toes. Exhale, send the hips up towards the sky, ground the heels, coming into your down dog. Finding that nice deep breath again. As you inhale, bring the knees back to touch the floor, core, pelvic core very strong. And exhale, press back into down dog. Inhale, the knees come to touch the earth. Gazes forward. Good. Exhale. Rising back up, round through the heels, slide the shoulders down the back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale as the knees come to touch. Exhale, drawing back up. So this whole sequence, you want to feel the pelvic floor and the lower abs very much so engaged. And we'll do one more for good luck. So drawing down. On the inhale, still keep core strong, and exhale. Rising back up. Excellent. Walking your hands back to your feet, come on into a forward fold. Hanging out in this forward fold, Maybe the hands touch the earth, maybe they don't. Grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. You can shake the head yes and no. If the hamstrings are really tight, which can be a major cause of low back issues, then slightly bend your knees, ease off a little. Finding that equal part breath again. Good, and then releasing the hands back down to the floor, walking out into your downward facing dog. Rounding through those heels. 3 deep breaths here. Press those heels towards the earth. And same thing, if hamstrings are quite tight, gentle bend here. And then ground the knees to the floor. Come to lay on your belly, extend the arms out. A couple spine strengtheners. Even though we might kind of shy away from spine strengtheners when the low back is sensitive, it actually is just the right thing for it. Now we have to get ourselves into the proper alignment. Press down through the tops of your feet for Bhujangasana, Baby Cobra. Pull the heels of the hands towards the back of the mat. So already you'll start to feel the chest lift up. Then lift head, chest, shoulders, just using low back muscles. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthen the back of your neck. Pressing into the tops of the feet. And since we're focusing on the low back, if you're having pain today, keep your hands grounded. But if you're just working on strength, you can lift your hands up and inhale. Rise up. Hug shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift. And one more breath, draw up. Exhale, lower arms to your sides. Take the right ear to the mat and just take one deep breath in a front side Savasana. Good, chin coming back onto the earth. Sweep the arms up to the side like airplane wings. Zip the legs up nice and strong. On your inhale, head, chest, shoulders, arms lifting up off the floor. And then begin to lift your legs up. At the same time, you want to reach out through the crown of the head and reach out through the toes. You're finding length. Hug the shoulder blades and pull shoulder blades together to lift the chest a little higher. Inhale, lifting. Deepening through the breath. Good, one more breath. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Taking the left ear to the mat, arms to the sides, pause up. Good, we'll press our hands into the earth. Come back into your tabletop pose. Tucking the toes, send the hips up towards the sky again, down dog, and immediately walk your hands and your feet together. Softening into your forward fold. Relax the head down. Make sure the feet are hip width distance apart, so take 2 fists in between your big toe knuckles. Good. Turn the toes out towards the side of the mat, but keep the heels grounded and sink right down into a squat or garland pose. Hands palm to palm at the heart. If you find your balance is off, you're falling back, you can either put a yoga block under your hips or bum, or you can just place the hands down. Work to draw your chest forward. Really great pose for releasing the low back. You can also open up through the acute tendons and help prevent alleviate shin splints. So we can specifically target the low back. We're going to get into the sacroiliac joint or the SI joint. Keep your left elbow pressing into your left leg and inhale, reach the right arm up, working into a twist. So it's important that you keep the elbow pressing into your leg and then the leg pressing back into your elbow. And that's going to help stabilize SI joint. Good, head, drawing back through center. Same thing opposite side. Press your right leg into the elbow, elbow back into the leg, and inhale, lift the left arm up, looking towards that thumb. Nice deep breaths here. Good, one more full breath. And then come on back to center. Perfect, great work. And then we'll come right back up into our forward fold. Heel toe the feet so they're hip width distance apart once again. And maybe this time you can palm the earth. Maybe, maybe not. Again, you can just dangle the arms towards the floor. If you can palm the earth, turn your fingertips towards one another and press down through your palms. And eventually, one day, you'll get equal weight between your feet and your hands. Take another 3 deep breaths here. Wonderful. Come right back down onto hands and knees. A dragon lunge, right foot steps to the outside edge of your right hand. Walk that left knee back. If you ever need extra cushioning under this knee, you can double fold your mat or put a towel under there. Sink down and forward through the hips. The hip flexors or iliopsoas muscles, another big culprit in low back pain. And this is what we're targeting here. You can soften down a little bit further. Just really listen to your body rather than that thinking ego mind telling you where you need to be. Take the intelligence of the body and listen to that. So if you're ready to come down a bit further, you can come onto your forearms. Sometimes just the left forearm is enough and keep pressing into your right hand. Or you have a block handy. I'll show you that. Take a block and put it right underneath the forearm. So you get a little bit more, but not quite as much. Breathe deep into your low belly. Relax the head down. The right knee can even roll off to the right a little. Since we're not putting pressure on that leg, we don't have to be so particular as to where that knee is. Let's take 3 more inhales and exhales here. When they're complete, switching legs, take that right knee back to meet the left, and the left leg stepping up beside your left hand. Walk the right knee back to where you feel a nice good stretch through the right hip flexor now. So the iliopsoas muscle starts in the low back, runs through the hip, and attaches at the top of our thigh. So that's why if it starts to get really tight, it pulls on the low back. You can soften the left knee off to the side. We do have a lot of asymmetry in the body, so maybe you don't go into it quite as low this side or vice versa. Relaxing the head down. And letting the rhythm of your breath guide you into this present moment. I know it might be challenging. You can find a bit of inner quiet, inner stillness. It's a transitioning out of dragon on this side, straightening through the arms, draw on the left back. Let's pop up into down dog one more time. Send the heels towards the earth and take 3 more deep breaths. Gliding the shoulders down the back. The knees drop to the earth and these are done. Sweep the legs out from underneath you, grabbing a strap, or if you don't have a strap, you can take a towel or a belt. Laying on the back for a supine hamstring stretch. Extending the right leg up towards the ceiling. It can be looped the strap or just place it over top of that foot. If you need more support for the low back, keep your left knee bent, or you can extend it out straight, just whatever feels best. Take a deep inhale, bend your knee, and then exhale, straighten the leg, send the heel up towards the ceiling. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten through the leg, pressing it up. Do this 5 times in total. There's 3, 4, and 5. Now keeping the leg extended, you can start to pull it towards you. If your knee starts to bend, mine's kind of bent here, what you want to do is actually just back off till it's a straight leg and hold the pose there. Holding with that nice straight leg and let the heel reach up towards the ceiling. You might find it comes a little closer towards you as you exhale. Just keep those nice, deep, steady breaths. As we open up these hamstrings, like I've mentioned before, will help alleviate some of the tension in our low back. Especially if you find your hamstrings are tight. 3 more breaths here. Good. Releasing that leg. Extending the right leg out on the floor. Switching, take the strap over top of your left leg. And again, you can have that right knee bent. I'll demo within the knee this time. And this just helps ground the low back into the floor more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, press up through the heel. Inhale, right knee bent. Exhale, pressing it up. And 2 more times. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed as possible. Good. Now we'll keep this left heel reaching right up towards the ceiling. This leg nice and straight and strong. And you may have asymmetry in the body. I feel my left side's a bit tighter than my right today. So you work with it. As opposed to trying to force the body. Just allow it to untie and undo as you hold the pose. Now for some of you, your leg might come quite a bit closer towards you, and that's great, so long as it's straight. For others, it might be a little further away. Just need to feel some nice, good pull, good stretch without an actual burning sensation or sharp pain through that hamstring. You might even feel it through the calf, especially if the toes drop towards you. More deep breaths. Good, and then releasing that strap down. Keep the left knee bent, and then take your right ankle onto the left thigh just by your knee for figure 4 pose or threaded needle. First option, if the hips are pretty tight, just press your right leg away with your right hand. Next option is to grab the back of the left leg, right under the knee there, with left hand and keep pressing the right leg away. And then the third option, interlace the fingers behind your left knee or on that hamstring there. Gently pull on the exhale breath. If it's available, you can start to push the right leg away with your right elbow. This will get into our hip stabilizers, and you may feel down the outside edge of your right leg, the IT band. So So the body will resist this pose for the first little bit here. Ideally, you'd want to hold it for about 3 minutes till that resistance stops. And we'll just go for about a minute today here. This can alleviate pain in the sciatica, or sciatic nerve issues, which is sciatica. And it can help with the tension down the outside edge of the right thigh. Tension associated with that iliotibial band, which can even cause knee issues in some people. And if you're familiar with pigeon pose, this is a great alternative if you do have knee issues. And pigeon pose puts too much pressure on your knees. 3 more inhales and exhales. The left foot onto the floor and switch legs. Right foot grounds, left ankle onto that right thigh. And then first option, press your left leg away with left hand. Second option, grab to the back of your right leg with right hand, press away the left knee. Or interlace fingers behind that right leg, and the left arm goes through the space between your legs here. And then just begin to pull. The right leg can relax. Soften your neck. If you pull, there might be a tendency to shrug the shoulders and engage the neck, but soften that as much as you can. Allowing nice flow of energy in the body. And we'll just work to hold this for the same time as move the leg side. And of course, if you do need more than your core pose, you want a little bit more pressure, put it up into pigeon pose if you're familiar with that. Another 3 inhales and another 3 exhales in this pose. Onto the floor, Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle, pads of the feet come together, and the knees soften towards the floor. If you find it's a little too much for the groin or inner thighs, create fists and place them under the upper thigh. Walk the shoulder blades underneath you, getting the back flat. And you can also take 2 blocks or pillows and put them under the legs if you need a little more support in the pose. The back's feeling pretty good. Just walk shoulder blades underneath. You can even lift the hips. Get the fleshy part of the bum down towards your heels, getting a little more traction through the lumbar vertebra. You want a gentle opening of the shoulders. You can either grab for opposite elbows or arms overhead. And then just settle right into this pose. Let your awareness be in the lower abdominal breath. So notice as the air pulls into the nostrils, travels through the throat, the abdomen and the chest both rising. It's a gentle pause, and then you exhale as the body deflates, and then you get that rush of air over your upper lip. I want you to solely focus on that breath, each part of it. Inhale, pause, exhale, and a pause. And allow yourself to drop into this moment, into this breath, into this pose. final 3 inhales and 3 exhales. Legs back together, hands come to the outer thighs, closing them like a book. Sending the legs out on the earth, just taking final savasana, final relaxation for yourself. Starfish the body a little if you like. Nice and comfortable. Allow your weight to drop into the earth. Feel the muscles of the face soften. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth, and the teeth are slightly separated. To soften the jaw and release to the diaphragm. Now as we lay here, we soften into the state of being. All is truly well. Of course, if you do need a little more support from the back, bend the knees, take the feet wide, and let the inner knees touch, creating a little tent with your legs, and soften right back into the state. If you'd like to just continue to lay and rest in your pose, please do so. It was a pleasure having you here on the mat today. Please do this video at least 3 more times this week to help heal and restore, strengthen that low back. And I also welcome you to send me an email and let me know if it has benefited you and how we can help you go into the next stage with your body, your mind, and your spirit. I wish you a very fulfilled day. Namaste.